Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video featuring Kirin. He was recently changed in the last patch, and I think right now he's really strong. The fact that he deals 2 damage is actually amazing, I think, and actually Orphans of War have really good cards. They only lack a strong warlord. I think Kirin kind of solves that problem since it's upgraded Loken. So this is a very aggro list. So you can play him more mid-range, and I think in some ways playing mid-range with Kirin is interesting, but I also think that going aggro, people usually don't expect this kind of burst, and you can, I think, achieve a very good win rate. Right now, I'm at roughly 70%. It's a little bit lower, I think it's like 69, 68, but considering that I played some games before the changes and I lost all of them, which I think was like 5 games, those are lowering my win rate, my actual win rate a little bit. About the cards, I think there is a lot of flexibility in what you can play. I always like cycles, so Ravage City, Arvus Lighter. These are completely optional. If you don't want to use Ravage City and Arvus Lighter, feel free to skip them. I think they add a little bit of consistency. Arvus Lighter sometimes heal you, since you have no healing and no way to protect yourself. I think it's a great card. Then we have Githwa. This guy is amazing for a 1-drop. Sometimes you have to wait the good opportunity to play it, because otherwise it's going to just die and do nothing. Ravage City, as we already explained, I think also that abilities are becoming a little bit more common, so I think it's even stronger than before. Ashen Claw is just a really good card, amazing utility card draw, does a little bit of everything, it's really good. Horus Lidric, this is one of the cards that you can skip. I think it's still really good because it demands an answering early game. As Survivor, 3 health is not bad. Totally switchable, however, for whatever you may like. Sisyphean Crewmates, I think it's one of the strongest 2-drops in the game. It's amazing, good stat line, stealth, and actually can generate card draw. And mainly you are choosing Raven Guard, and only, I think, in a couple of instances you can go for Salamanders. Maybe like in some very grindy matchups in which you will not be able to use the Raven Guard effectively, but I think they are really strong. There is no reason actually to not play 2 copies of this unless you don't have them. Ebon Drake. So I honestly don't really like this card, but the 4 damage is just a lot to and sometimes you really need this 4 damage to kill the enemy, so I think it's a good inclusion. Veteran Nubari, I originally had these because I didn't have the Marauder squad, the 4-3 stealth, which you can play, by the way, absolutely. But I actually came to like it. Now I want to try both of these and also 2 Marauder squads. Maybe skipping some of the card draw and actually lowering the curve a little bit. Maybe getting out 1 Marauder squad. Oh no, the other card is what's the name? Veteran Marauder. But I think that Veteran Novari gets sleep, gets slept on a lot. Like, it's a very nice guy, like 3-2, Survivor 2. If they're going to bash him, like this guy deals 6 damage on his own for 3 energy, is amazing. Brain Nav, it's very strong legendary. Card draw has an active ability to protect itself, kind of. Stealth. This guy is amazing. Third Covenant is maybe one of the best flankers in the game. Veteran Kirine needs no explanation because this guy, maybe it's the card that defines Orphans of War as a whole. Like, this card is amazing. Black Shield Outriders is just fantastic. Sometimes the bikes can win you the game. Moritat Cyrus has an amazing stat line for 5 energy, stealth, and an active ability that costs 0 energy, which you are almost never going to use, but sometimes gives you another way to keep the board under control. But mainly the selling point here is the stat line and the stealth. Also, it survives the Call of Cowardice, which is worth mentioning. It's one of the few stealthers that actually survive it. I think it's great. Just really solid card. Sergeant Korak is incredible. Like, the problem is that the Orphans of War have really great cards. Like, there are some factions in which the cards are okay, but the Warlord is really strong. Like, they have now a really strong Warlord, and the card pool is great. Like, there is no other way to put it. The card pool is great. Sergeant Korak removes something, is at 3/6, really big body, usually never dies, or requires an hard removal, or a very like expensive troop to go into him. I really like it. Marauder Squad, maybe you can cut one, but I think they are really good. Again, 6/5 for stealth, that gives you a card back when he attacks. Survives the Call of Cowardice. It's just great. Cadmus Tyro has a like top of the curve drop. Usually I almost feel like it's a little bit too slow for this deck, but against grindy matchup, this guy just steals the game. Then let's see some games, and then I will try to go over all the cards that you can include, which are a lot, by the way, because I think there is room for improvement and room for changes if you don't like some of the cards I put in. So I saved a couple of games, so let's see. This one is against Janesia. So I tried to save a little bit of aggro control. So in this case, since Janesia is an aggro matchup, but she is very good at controlling the board, I don't think we want Moritat Cyrus. We definitely want the Kiren. And we can also drop the Ebon Drake, because this matchup is not going to end very soon, I think. And we actually need something a little bit faster than Ebon Drake. Ravage City, since they now gave her an active ability, is better, but we can keep it for next turn. Like, we can hero power again Ravage City. Or we can play the 2-drop if we actually find one, and we don't. Like, this side is not great, but it's not even bad, because Janesia is really a little bit slow in the early game. So this is annoying, to say the least. Since I have to or get stunned because I play the Kiren, but I think I play the... yeah. This is, I think, the correct play, because getting stunned against Janesia is not a good thing at all. And even if we have a stealth guy, like it's not that bad to throw away our assault squad. Now we can drop the Kiren, and he stealthed, he wasted 2 troops. We can actually use Argus. This is one of the reasons I like Argus Lighter, is because it allows you this flexibility of play in which I can avoid taking 4 damage and actually get a card back, instead of just playing the Ravage City. Ravage Claw not great, but it's not even bad. So right now we have a follow-up, like we can go Marauder Squad or Moritat Cyrus plus Ravage City. The important thing is to just keep troops on the board, since we don't want ever to let her proc the Whispers. Ebon Naroda is annoying, but we of course go face now. Like, we have to bring her low enough. This is an amazing steal. We are going to take, I think, 6 damage too. Yeah. Otherwise, another thing we could have done was fishing for the Ebon Drake, or just playing the Cadmus Tyro. And at this point, she has to trade this into the Marauder squad, and actually needs to have an Ock or some kind of gem for Tyro, because otherwise, yeah, he had it. Like right now he is not in a great situation, because like Execution Blade is not really going to do a lot, since he's so low, and he's struggling to keep up with the board control. Again, refreshing the energy, playing also the Moritat Cyrus. In this case, I think it's better to put 2 troops into play. Like, if he has the Tithe, we're kind of fucked. Yeah. But we still have some troops in hand, so I don't think... And also he's at 11. Like, we have 4 plus 2 is 6. So it's not that bad. And now if he has the second Hawk, what can I say? At least we keep a 7-3. Oh, here's another Psychic Anathema. This guy having stealth even in this kind of late game situation is just so good. Black Sheet is a really nice draw. If he does something like crazy. Raptor Guard, still great. We can stun it though, so it's not that bad. Now we can... Ooh. We have 7 damage for the Raptor Guard, we are 3 damage on him, we put it at 11. Next turn, we almost surely have lethal, unless he wipes somehow. And then, if he wipes, we still have Chooser of the Slain, and then we have lethal, anyway. Okay, so now the jamming from Psychic Anathema is really coming in clutch. Okay. Let's see. I think I have one against Jagathai, one against one against Angron, one against Dorn. Let's see Dorn, I think, because he's really wrecking the ladder right now, so Okay, so we don't want the Ebon Drake, because if we need to remove a troop and it goes on in, we are fucked. This is actually way better of a draw.
And we will take everything. Shake Terra to be a bastion of the Imperium.
The fact that we have Ravage City, it's good, because it really relies on his ability and this guy's ability to make him tankier. But I think we are going to play nobody anyway. That's annoying. So a thing that I really always like to do against Dorn is take out this fucking Bastion, because sometimes they play the card that gives 2 Bastion, I think, and then it deals damage, and sometimes it's just remove your stuff for nothing, which is very annoying. So in this situation, we can steal a card from him, or we can play Ashen Claw, but I think it's better to steal a card. This is actually a nice steal. Stealing cards against Dorn, sometimes you can pull some great stuff. I never see anyone play the Dorsway, by the way. I think this card is just not that good. We are going to remove it right away. And we keep bashing. The fact is that he really struggles to control the board, especially against multiple stuff, unless he has the Wire Wild. So if we can keep the board in check, like there is no way he's going to win. And in this situation, always the troops with Survivor are really strong, I think. Because he really struggles to do damage. Okay, this is the first stalwart. The fact that he lost basically a turn in order to do that is not bad for us though. Let's see what we steal. Aramburg. Ooh. If we now manage to steal an Arcamus, it's going to be amazing. We can use this in case he board wipes. Okay, he creates another number 2. Crossbar Squad. Strong card. I really like it. The fact that now he has 2, 3, 5, it's a little bit annoying. However, we have a lot of ways to remove it. We get a perimeter of defenses, not great. We really want to attack, I think. This card. This damage equal to the Bastion. This card is not bad, I think. There we are just going to drop a couple of things. Just to keep the pressure. This now becomes a 7, which is annoying. However, we still have our flankers. Like the fact is that Kirine is always very flexible. You can do a lot of stuff, and this is not bad. Since he can do so much stuff, it's actually really not easy to predict and to counteract his kind of play. I think the hardest matchups are well, Dorn is not easy, but it's not difficult either. Now we can drop an armor with more Older Squad, just to keep the flow of big guys that he struggles to remove on the board. Another not great matchup is Jagathai, because you struggle to kill him fast enough, but actually it's not even that bad. Like, there are worse matchups, I think. Then I guess before the patch, Abomination was kind of insulting, but now nobody plays him. Now we have the board clear, which is actually not clearing anything, but doesn't matter. Ooh. Like, the fact is that now we can keep stealing his stuff like no tomorrow, which is actually, I think, so annoying for him. And continue to generate resources with the System Squad. Oh, this pool is garbage. Like, the fact is that now I think he's really in a bad situation, to say the least. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and we have lethal. Let's see one against Angron, and then we will talk about the other cards you can use. Angron, not bad. We don't want the Kiren. Actually, if he plays the 3-drop, it's way better that we don't play the Kiren, because even if we remove it, it's going to deal a lot of damage to him and to our Warlord. Black Shield Outriders, he doesn't play many troops, so I don't think we need it. The crewmates is just the cherry on the cake. This is one of the matchups in which we can actually go for Salamanders, because like, I think he kind of struggles to deal with survivors, and I think there is also a 3-drop that has a frontline, which would be an amazing pull. But let's see what we get. Meh. At least it feels our curve in a way a little bit more aggressive than Sergeant Korak. We wait to play the Githua, of course. This card needs to be saved, I think, for like kind of mid to late game, because otherwise I think it's kind of wasted. At this point we can steal one of his cards, we can play Sergeant Korak and kill him, which is, I think, it's the better option, because it also leaves us with a 3-6 on the board. Okay, he gave flank to this with Red Claw Storm Eagle, and now he clears. However, like, just my ability is going to take out his Surgeon, and then we can play Brain Nav, which is not bad. Oh, this is ugly as fuck. Let's put the Torvaik squad, because like, we already have a Von Drake, which is 5 damage with Torvaik squad. Sometimes if we manage to keep a couple of troops, this can deal really a lot of damage. Maybe we also draw, I don't know, Ashen Claw. This can be very, very good. So at this point we want to trade this, because at 2 health is going to die anyway, I think. Then we have a lot of energy to play with the Marauder squad, actually heal 2 to our Warlord, because Angron has really a really strong burst, like by turn 8, and I don't want to get bursted. I think next turn I'm going to play the Kithua to make him even harder to kill me. That's not bad. Another 2 damage for the Torvaik squad. Yeah, we play the Githua. We deal 2 damage. And like now, the Torvak squad is going to deal 4, 5, 6, 5 and 6 damage on his own, which is not bad. Okay, double flanker. That's unfortunate, but we tried to set up for the Torvak squad. Oh, of course we are going to drop the Korak. Like, having a 3-6 at this point is just amazing, and the fact that we also need to pressure him. We have a backup for the assault squad, so I thought it was a good idea to play the second one and to try to deal the 5 damage to him, because I don't think that for Angron it's that easy to remove 3 health guys, not face bashing. And if this face bash, it already paid for itself. And now we have the burst with Torvak squad, Evil Drake, Frenzied Charge, Hero Power, everything. We are just going to attack with everything and play the Evil Drake.
This defeat only fuels my rage.
So let's see about the cards you can include. We are going to see, I think, I don't think there is anything from the neutral that you really may want. Maybe the... well, let's see the neutral first. I think cards that you can include are the Strategos, but I really don't think we need resources. We still have a lot. You can include the Renegade, but same concept. I could see the Boss Fighter, because I think it's a really good card, and we lack the gem. Then Mechanicum I don't think has anything to offer. Maybe the Castiel to draw the bikes, but yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch. We can also play Ulla Nukuda for the draw vehicle that ensures that we draw the bikes. Also giving a Mark of Chaos sometimes can be really effective with some of the stats we have. This is not a bad inclusion. I would kind of like to see how this performs over a Ravage City. I don't think in Imperial Army there is anything we really want. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see for the Orphans of War stuff. So, I don't really like Pirate Raid. If you like it, go play it, but I think it's a stupid ass card that is worth playing only in Urkrak, but that's my opinion. Black Shields, I really don't think we need this card, which also sucks, and we generate enough resources anyway, so it's not hard to proc the mission, but I think that the reward is just lackluster. You can play Sholta, it's a good card. I just prefer the Horus to the Legionary Sholta, but you can play this, it's not a bad card by any means. You can play Unknown Allegiance, but I think it has more room in a mid-range kind of deck instead of aggro. This can shield your Warlord, can shield your troop, it's just a nice tool to have, similar to the Custodes one or the White Scars. Apothecary Norn, the stat line is good. I don't think it's just aggressive enough for a 3-drop, but it's not bad, and also goes into a nice combo with the bikes, because you can play 2 bikes, attack, get in hand 1 bike, and then next turn play 2 bikes, so you are actually in this little funny loop. Garuda You can play this. I think 2 is too much. I played a deck with 2 before, it just doesn't work. It's too... Uh, how can I say? It's a dead card early game. 3 energy is a lot for dealing 2 damage. The stun is very nice, but I think 1 is more than fine if you want. Sorekshan, I really don't like it. Like, I think this is one of the worst 3-drop in the game. I don't know why people play this. Like, just play the Marauder. It's going to do more damage. It's actually more survivable because of the stealth. I think even Nobari is better than this guy, because just the 3 attack is just better than 2. Way better. And trades better. The effect is actually like a shit. Like this, like if you want to attack, this dies. You could have a 2/2 on the board. No, just goes into your hand. Like, this is just so silly. I really dislike this card. It's unreliable to say the least. Atharva, it's not bad, but it's not aggro enough. Brennev is really good. Onto the Fires belongs in a more mid-range kind of deck, but it's not bad. Plan Strike, I really don't like this card except in event, but sometimes you can make it work. Maybe in a more like mid-range control. Red Talon, Xiphon, Interceptor is not bad. I think that 4 for 3 damage is a lot though. Maybe if you want to play a very bursty, but like sometimes you have hands with like Ebon Drake, I don't know, a heavy drop and this, and what are you going to do? Play nothing for 4 turns? Like it does. I don't think it just doesn't work. I think like for my play style, I play really aggressive. This card sometimes like it's 3 damage. Yeah, it can help you remove something, but I don't think it's worth the inclusion. The upgrading cost for tactics though is really good. Out of the Vengeance, this is really not the deck and the Warlord to play it. This card sucks. Wrought by War I think is way better in Edred Har. Erulvan, it's kind of a mid-range card, but it's not bad. I think Marauder Squad is still better, but you could play it. You can play Ignatius Newman. I think this card is good. The problem is that it doesn't suit the kind of deck I built because it's too slow. Same stuff for Barabas Tantiok. Like if you play a mid-range, you can include this guy 100%. He's really good. But in a more aggro kind of deck, I don't think it's like you already want to win by turn 9, and this is actually not going to save the life if you are going to drop it and you are an aggro deck and you are losing like this guy. It's not gonna save you, I think. In a mid-range, yes, but in an aggro like in an aggro deck, I think this playing a 9-drop is just wrong. But yeah, these are the desperate situation. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, that's basically it. But I think you should give it a try. Like, it's a really great Warlord, very funny to play. Almost all the games are different from one another because of the cards you steal. I should advise you that I think veteran Marauder and Nubari, maybe Marauder is better. So try this first. I find myself kind of suitable with Nubari, but I think also maybe one of these two of these, taking out maybe one Ebon Drake or one Marauder Squad, I think it's better. I hope anyway that you enjoyed this deck. If you want to try it, let me know. And as always, see you guys next time. Tell me also if you want to like to watch a stream and like streaming together, maybe chatting a little bit, maybe on Sunday or another day. Because I was thinking that maybe it would be a little bit better to see the decks, like how they play in real time, instead of seeing a video guide. Like, it's not something that I'm going to do weekly, but maybe every 2 or 3 weeks I could try to organize maybe a couple of hours of live stream. So let me know what do you think of this possibility, and see you guys next time.